this, and then I go like this, and then I go like this, and then I go like this, and then... I'm back, people. I was getting the number right. Stay of execution today, producers. In the back, Jamie. We had a baker's dozen of Jamies. Number 13 is still with us. But as you know, we've had to drop off quite a few of them. And as a result, we're having a little bit of delay in pulling shit up. I'm recording in duplicate right now, in case they come for me. I've got my stream split. I've got alternate backups to the T3 locations. We've got off-site people. We're live and direct. Live and direct, live and direct, rec. Are we still on the telephone? Oh boy, Jamie.
You knew you were supposed to reset that. You knew it and you didn't do it. Why am I in a bind today, people? Why am I a little worried and concerned? Well, I'll show you why. This man that I keep seeing on Twitter is bothering me. Let me just type in his name. You can type it along with me. Bill Gates. This SOB right here. I was trying my damnedest to construct the best possible tweet. Yeah, there was just something about he wants you to get your animals vaccinated now. Well, dude, what the fuck is your incentive? What is your incentive, Bill? Aside from these man boobs you're rocking over here. What is your incentive to depopulate the earth? So that you can get cheaper land? When the earth is depopulated, who's going to run all your Windows PCs? Who's going to troubleshoot them when they invariably break? I don't know why the NTFS, the file allocation table, is corrupt, Bill, but it's broken. Why is it that you're buying up all of the farmland and building giant seed repositories? What is going on, Bill? I'm actually a little sad that I wrote you an email now when I was a child. To this day, this is one of the things my dad is, I think this is when he was like, all right, you can be all right. This kid, what was I, 13? Nah, 12. No, I was 4. And I accessed the SMTP mainframe terminal directly. Dad, how much money do you want? Yeah, Dad. I got it. What's it called? The Atom? Your buddy Adam? Yes. I've transferred $500,000 to Adam. The Atom machine. Can we go? Go get your Altoids container. I am concerned, Bill. You can't even see it. That's gonna be clipped in triplicate because I keep on doing it. Jamie. The entire set of Jamies, you're fired. Get out of here. Boom. Hey, I'll be honest here. Because of the massive amounts of workload that I'm under, I gotta tell you, I read the headlines. I'm a headline reader. I'm a headline news guy. Expert. You want to know anything about the headlines? And I've got multiple headlines because I'm reading them all. Because I don't go into the content and really get to the meat of what's going on, I got plenty of time to read all the different websites. So I see what you're saying. I see what they're saying. I see what the center's saying. I see what everyone's saying. And I'm just on the top, my arms crossed, watching it all, nodding in approval and disapproval, dismayed by these headlines. But it makes for an ultra efficient way to consume information. So you tell me, if you got the time, because this is your thing. You don't give a shit about work. You quiet quit years ago. You were the original quiet quitter before it was even a thing. And so you just, you got time. You got 7 hours and you were You just had that anxiety, life anxiety about what am I going to do for 8 hours. The answer is not the work you're there to do. No, because you're a dreamer and you want to dream about the possibilities, things that can be done, things you can be doing. You want to dig into the depths and go down, follow the white rabbit into the trail. What's Bill doing? Why did he buy all this farmland? Is he going to sell it back to the people at a cheaper price? Is that what you do with philanthropy? That sounds like that might be nice, Bill. Are you going to do that? Give all those seeds away? Maybe this is pretty good. Because I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. Great book. Here's a great book recommendation. Freakonomics. In the book Freakonomics, which I can probably do you one better here. Let's go. Don't look at the stuff I've been buying, people. Don't look at the stuff I've been buying. Sexy gift for wife. Epoxy resin. That's what you need in your life right here. I already told you that. Bill Gates. Freakonomics. All right. In this book, Freakonomics, great book. Check the audiobook out. This has got Stephen Dubner and Stephen. Sorry, I'm messing it, but I don't have your name. Oh, I could probably just read it right here. They made this into a Netflix video too, but the audiobook is legit. Yeah, here. Oh, yeah, Stephen Dubner and Stephen Levitt. And they flip economics on its head. They using data and statistics, and they have just these really interesting stories. Let me see if I have it here. The legendary bestseller that made millions look at the world in a radically different way returns in a new edition, now including an exclusive discussion between the authors and best-selling professor of psychology, Angela Duckworth. It's really interesting, but my point is they have a story in there about climate change and some other interesting projects. They mention Bill Gates working with a company called Intellectual Ventures. Let me see if I can find them. Intellectual Ventures, IV. Nathan Myhrvold. And he was just in the news recently, too. Let's go. Yeah. What did I type in? Holy shit. Intellectual Ventures. Nathan Myhrvold. Let me see if I can get a Wikipedia. Intellectual Ventures. They talk about this. In this little laboratory that these guys have, where they're coming up with various projects, they had a little laser that could shoot mosquitoes out of the sky to help prevent against malaria. They have, he's just they've been doing some, let's see what they're doing here. Intellectual Ventures Lab. Global Good. See, this is the kind of stuff that he was in. Companies created, TerraPower, Chimeta, patent trolling. This is the thing where you come up with a bunch of shit. This is what I don't like. You come up with some stuff, or someone else comes up with it, and you're just really good at making patents, so you patent their idea, and then you go and say, hey, give me the money for the thing that you created, but I just did the paperwork on. Not a cool look, guys and girls. Morally, ethically, however you want to dot the T's and cross those I's, that is wrong. Not cool to take someone else's hard work. Unless you're going to take one of my beats and put a dope rap over it, and then give me some shekels, a duffel bag of cash. There's a story Bill Burr talks about him and Charlie Murphy going on tour, and they had he's like, yeah, when I'd go with, we didn't have an agent, so I'd go with Charlie, and one time we're sitting in this room, and there's like people around, it sounded like they're playing poker or something, got guns out, and they just drop out a bag of cash. Maybe there weren't guns. I should probably watch the video. They just drop a bag of cash, like a literal garbage bag of cash, in this room full of people. And now they got to figure out how to get out of there. It's not cool to walk around. I mean, it's cool to walk around your house with a garbage bag of cash, but you don't really want to be walking around the street and someone knows what's in it. But you're probably all right. If you got one of those old black garbage bags, they're going to think you got some clothes in there. Not unless they could see the outline of the money. That's funny. I would check out this Intellectual Ventures, though, and that book. Not in that order, reverse order. I'm gonna read this, though, since we were talking about Billy Gates, and see what they do here. I'll read both of these sections. This is coming from Wikipedia. Intellectual Ventures Lab. In 2009, Intellectual Ventures launched a prototyping and research laboratory, IVL, hiring scientists to imagine inventions that could exist but do not exist yet, and then filing descriptions of these inventions with the U.S. Patent Office. Notable participants include Robert Langer of MIT, Leroy Hood of the Institute of Systems Biology, Ed Harlow of Harvard Medical School, Bran Farren, and Danny Hillis of Applied Minds, and Sir John Pendry of Imperial College. Citation needed. The Sunday Times reported that the company applies for about 450 patents per year in areas from vaccine research to optical computing. Oh, is this the missing link here, people? Vaccine research. Is this the missing link on why Bill is all up in this shit? Because he's getting money from this lab. And by money, I mean, it's like they're definitely making some money here. Selling these, patent trolling, all that shit. Allegedly, not financial advice. Computing, and as of May in 2010, 91 of the applications had been approved. Internally developed inventions include a safer nuclear reactor design, which won the MIT Technology Review Top 10 Emerging Technologies in 2009. I'm just going to go on a limb here and say that they had an inside man, Robert Langer at MIT, in on this, that can use uranium waste as fuel, or thorium, which is plentiful and poses no, stop hovering over shit, proliferation risk, a mosquito-targeting laser, and and a series of computer models of infectious disease. Their efforts to promote method to reverse or reduce effects of global climate change by artificially recreating the conditions from the aftermath of a volcanic eruption gained media coverage following the release in the book Super Freakonomics. That's the one that I'm talking about. Super Freakonomics is the one you want to check out. Whose chapter about global warming proposes that the global climate can be regulated by geoengineering of a stratoshield. We got to get a picture of this. What do you think? Well, these guys have billions of dollars. This is how you know this is, they don't give a shit about you, okay? Wow. First of all, they used Microsoft Paint to draw this glorious bad boy up. And I want you to notice, do you see a city? Do you see a city around here with people on it going, yay, like, because they're happy that they're still alive? I'm afraid that you don't. You see an island, and if you zoom in, let me see if it'll let me. I can't get that close. I had to go on my big rig to render this down. But if you get really close, you can see a picture of Bill, and then Nathan's over here on the boat, and they're waving at each other. They're testing out their communication links. Look at this. And he must have forgot the toilet paper. That's what you're seeing here, is them using a balloon to get, it's a drone-controlled balloon UFO to get toilet paper onto the yacht. That's what I got. That's all I can possibly believe what that is. But anyway, you got that stratoshield based upon patented technology from the company. The chapter has been criticized by some economists and climate science experts who say it contains numerous misleading statements and discredited arguments, including the presentation of geoengineering as a replacement for CO2 emission reduction. Well, yeah, of course you're going to discredit that piece of shit drawing that a child made. It was probably Bill No, guys, let me whip this up in Paint real quick. Yeah, no, Paint, the one that has a single layer and is a bitmap, and you cannot really move things around. Once you unclick, right, say you draw a box, it's going to overwrite everything. I'm bored of this story. There's too many names. Now we're starting to criticize Freakonomics. You don't talk trash about my boys and girls over there on the Freako team. All right, I said I was going to do one. Let's see what they're doing globally. And then while we're doing that, get the team looking into these companies that they created here. I'll give you a couple of them. Kymeta, satellite communications. TerraPower, American nuclear reactor design. Echodyne, what is this? Oh, it doesn't exist. They found it. They got to it. Oh, boy. You want to hear about the controversy? That might be for part 2. Yeah, we'll do that in part 2. And once we get 100 billion views, I'll come back to it. I'll come back through and do a part 2. We'll do global good and the companies that were created. But for now, follow the breadcrumbs, people. What does Bill have to do with vaccine research, collecting seeds, and buying farmland? You let me know down below. Like that SHI, and I'll hit you on the flip side. You know what's cool? Hey, you know what's cool? This guy.